Hello and welcome back to One Trainer vs. the World Season 5, where I am now in the process of leveling up my team for the Pokémon League. And now the time has come for Irene to become the strongest. Or, I mean, not necessarily the strongest, but to reach her final form. And yes, Drayden still somehow had one of these at level 43. Cheater. Also, I've been doing a bit of running around off-screen to just pick up some TMs in order to upgrade my moveset so that everything will be as awesome as it can possibly be. Though there is one last thing that I need to do that I couldn't do before Irene evolved into a Haxorus, because for some reason, Haxorus can learn Brick Break, but Fracture can't. I have no idea why. So, False Swipe, get out of there. I don't need you at all. Well, with that, back to doing even more running back and forth for a long time. Alright, I've leveled everything up to level 52, which I figure should be a decent level to go into, you know, have a bit of challenge from the Elite Four while at the same time making what comes after possible. The Pokémon League is a place where you both pursue strength and express it. The way to express it is simple. You just have to beat the Elite Four and the champion. You can start your challenge by battling any of the Elite Four, and if you defeat them all, you can challenge the champion. However, I warn you, once you start your challenge, there's no turning back. You must keep battling until you defeat them all, or are defeated yourself. Do you want to go in? Although, you know, there's kind of a madman with a legendary dragon-type Pokémon trying to destroy the world in there. Wouldn't it make sense to just forego the usual procedures and just let me into the Champion's Chamber? Oh well. My main objective is to defeat the champion anyway. Southwest, Ghost, Southeast, Fighting, Northwest, Dark, Northeast, Psychic. So, I shall start from the Southwest, and I shall lead... Oh, wait a minute. One thing I haven't done yet. Pretty sure Madoka still has the Lucky Egg. She shouldn't have the Lucky Egg. She should have something that she can actually make use of. Mystic Water. Yeah. So, starting over here to go against the Ghost-type trader, whom I have a rather excellent method to deal with, I believe. Okay, this is kind of dizzying and creepy. Well, then again, I've been in another universe where time and space didn't matter, so I guess being spun around really isn't that bad. Eyes brimming with dark flame, this man rejected everything other than himself in order to bring about one singular justice. That's part of a novel I'm writing. I was inspired by the challenger who was just here, and somehow I got a little sad. Excuse me, you're a challenger, right? I'm the Elite Four's Ghost-type Pokémon user, Chantal, and I shall be your opponent. Oh, bugger, I just remembered. I didn't do a team profile beforehand. Oh well. I mean, it's a bit late now, but I mean, I can still do it during the battle too, I suppose. Or just show, I mean, you'll see what sort of moves I gave them as soon as we actually start. So, Death Drill now has X-Scissor Swords Dance, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. And for this battle, I shall want to set up with a lot of Swords Dances. I'm pretty sure that none of the things that she has will be able to deal devastating damage on him. And, I mean, he can't deal devastating damage on any of them either. But he can still deal neutral damage, and that's really all I need in order to take out these douchebags. Right, and with that my attack is maxed out, except now I'm burned, so it's not anyway. Thankfully, I brought a ton of full restores. More than I will ever need. Like, if I somehow actually need 50 of them during these 4 battles, that would be insane. And now, next step of my brilliant strategy, pop an X speed. And now the next and final step of my strategy, earthquake everything into oblivion. At least I think I can earthquake everything here into oblivion. I see no reason why I shouldn't be able to. Right, this is all things considered the slightly more terrifying thing because it can deal super effective damage. But I believe the X speed is sufficient to make me outspeed this thing and earthquake it into oblivion with a super effective hit. And with that out of the way, nothing else is really scary here. You know, it's a shame that even though his name is Death Drill, he doesn't have any drilling moves, but what does he need drilling moves for when he can earthquake everything into oblivion? I don't know why I find it so funny to say that, but I find it really funny to say that. So it maybe didn't quite come out during the clay battle, but by now you should see that the Excadrill is amazingly strong. Sorry. First, I must apologize to my Pokemon who were earthquaked into oblivion! I'm really sorry you had a bad experience because of me. Oh, it's not your fault. This is how battles always are. Even in light of that, I'm still one of the Elite Four. Well, with that battle out of the way, very painlessly might I add, I suppose I should still heal up before going into the next one. Now, the next one is Dark type, so I guess Hogan is the best bet there? Well, there are a few things in there that could potentially hurt Hogan, but I think it should be fine. I don't think there's anything that would be so devastating that it could actually murder him in a single hit at least. And, well, I probably shouldn't be saying all this out loud now. I might as well just leave it until we actually start the battle and I get to those opponents. But yeah, I don't really see much to fear from this dude either. Man oh man, what is going on today? Challengers coming one right after another. Well, no matter. I am Grimsley of the Elite Four, and I will fulfill my duty to be your opponent. Well, starting off with a thing that I should have very little trouble with. In fact, I'm pretty sure I should be capable of one-shotting it. Probably. I don't. And yeah, here you again see I've given him Scald instead of Assurance. I find it weird that he could even learn Scald, but basically Assurance was mostly there as a counter for Ghost types. But although you didn't really see it due to the Chantal battle being just that easy, everything she had could inflict super effective damage on Hogan. And Hogan's defenses are not fantastic. So he would have died. Of course, now that my accuracy has been lowered, it's gonna be that much more annoying to take out enemy Vegeta here. And you're just gonna stall it out with full restores. Then again, I suppose that's just as well, because then you won't be using the full restores on anything else that could be potentially more dangerous. And now I foresee something coming in that could cause Hogan some trouble. Huh, that is actually the safest thing that he could send in for my part. Or, well, I mean, no, it kind of isn't. But Komori should be able to deal with it. I'm pretty certain that now I will be facing an earthquake indeed. However, Komori has no reason to fear earthquakes. And as you could briefly see there, she has gotten Shadow Claw in return. Because let's be fair, there was absolutely no reason to keep Bug Bite or False Swipe when going into the Pokemon League. That's just the sort of thing that would serve abso-effing-lutely no purpose. Right, and now I think it's time for Death Drill to come in again. Because both Hogan and Komori could get damaged by these things' aerial ace. But I don't think they have anything that can particularly hurt Death Drill, whereas he has X-Scissor. Oh, well that's gonna be annoying. Come on, Death Drill, do not let the cat's sexiness distract you. Thank you! You know, I'm pretty sure it never would have worked between you anyway. You're a mole, she's a cat. Good, good. But I will never retreat from any battle. Not even when you get earthquaked into oblivion! Well, maybe you should have retreated from the battle. That way you wouldn't have gotten earthquaked into oblivion! A real warrior doesn't dash up in pursuit of the next victory, nor throw a fit when experiencing loss. A real warrior ponders the next battle. Whether or not you get to fight at full strength, whether or not luck smiles on you, none of that matters. Only results matter, and a loss is a loss. See, victory shines like a bright light, and right now, you and your Pokemon are shining brilliantly. Right, that was a slightly more damaging battle than the last one, so I should heal up now. Even though only 2 things got hurt. Oh no, Death Drill was ever so slightly hurt too. And come the next battle, I'm going to need to switch him in on something that might not be extremely awesome for him, so yeah. Just, there is one thing awaiting me in the next chamber that I don't really have any surefire counters against. Death Drill is the best I have, but he is not really perfect either. Anyway, it's time to go in here. And do even more levitating in the sky and such. Seriously, what is with these chambers? They seem a bit bizarre. Okay, seriously, what's with all the noise? Can't a girl get some sleep here? Well, you know, if you're going to try and sleep in the Pokemon League, then I think you might have your priorities somewhat wrong. Or at least you seem to misunderstand the purpose of this place. Like, you're supposed to be here so people can battle you, not so that you can take a nap. Seriously, what is wrong with you? Okay, and Irene's moveset currently consists of Dragon Claw, Shadow Claw, Dragon Dance, and Brick Break. And Shadow Claw should be very useful here indeed. Now, she's... Oh dear, had that been a critical hit, she would have died. Well, it wasn't a critical hit, so she didn't die. So, now, I'm going to assume that the terrifying thing will come out next. Yep. This is the thing that none of my teammates are surefire counters against. The best bet I have is Death Drill, but in this case he can't even Earthquake it into oblivion! Because it's a flying type. See, I'm pretty sure he resists all other moves that Sigilyph has, but he takes neutral damage from Ice Beam. Still, that didn't do too much. Well then, Rock Slide! And it's faster than me. Still, even a critical hit will not kill him. Did I just say a critical hit? Oh well. And now she is going to heal up, so I will also heal up. And then I could use a Swords Dance to guarantee that the next move will hit. I mean kill. Or do I want to do that? Yes, that should be a perfectly fine thing for me to do. Although, actually, maybe I should also heal Irene. Right, now Swords Dance! You're dealing a slightly uncomfortable amount of damage on me. At this point, a critical hit might kill, so... Hyper Potion! I don't know why I'm even saving the full restores, being that, as I mentioned, I have like a practically infinite supply of them, but... Meh. Wow, good thing I did that! Oh. Not so good thing I did that. But yeah, that was a critical hit. If I hadn't healed up on that turn before, Death Drill would be dead! He wouldn't be Death Drill anymore, he would be the Dead Drill! So basically, he would be Nia. But, I mean, not exactly Nia, because I mean, unlike Nia, he is genuinely excellent instead of just being surprisingly resilient and getting super lucky with this one time. And also, unlike Nia, he is a dude, and unlike Nia, he has been with me for a lot longer. Strictly speaking, not really. I mean, Nia was around for 6 episodes, and I'm pretty sure it was like 6 episodes ago that I got Death Drill too, but I'm so rambling right now. Now, I don't think Musharna has anything particularly dangerous. I'm pretty sure that he will resist that. Ah, I felt it did a lot, but critical hit, so of course it did a lot. Now, the last thing to come in here could be trouble if it gets to run around for too long, but hopefully it won't get to run around for too long. Even at a time like this, I should stay cool and collected. Now, just in case, healing up again. Although I think she is probably going to use Calm Mind. Yeah, that is what could make this a dangerous battle. Even though I resist everything that she is going to throw at me, but still. X-Scissor! Ah, no problem then. I outspeed, so... And that was the most terrifying part of this particular Pokemon League. I mean, not counting, you know, the rest of it, but the most devastating part of the Elite Four, at least. Because her Sigilyph could have dealt devastating damage as far as I knew. Now, only the fighting types remain, and for that, well, there is really no reason for me to not use Irene again. Hang on, just... Ah yeah, at this point the only... Or no, Madoka hasn't really seen the action either, has she? Well, here is what her moveset looks like. Got her Blizzard instead of Ominous Wind, because, well, that could be useful later down the line. And Cotton Bat is the only one whose moveset isn't changed at all. But as nice as it would have been to use Cotton Bat against these fighting types, problem is they all have rock moves. So yeah, that could have been terrifying. Well, this is kind of mundane. You know, I literally flew up to 2 of the other battle arenas, right? So, you're underwhelming, Mr. Marshall, sir. I mean, I haven't spoken to you, yet somehow I already know your name is Marshall. Just double-checking that everything was at full health. Greetings, Challenger! My name is Marshall. In order to master the art of fighting, I'm trainer under my mentor, Alder. My mentor sees your potential as a trainer and is taking an interest in you. It's my intention to test you, to take you to the limits of your strength. Kiai! I know Kiai is like, well, either fighting spirit or just a fighting yell, but I don't think you're supposed to actually shout it. Or I guess it just counts as a battle shout in that case, which is a thing that martial artists, in Japan at least, apparently do. So, okay, I guess I was just rambling for no reason. You know, I think I will Dragon Dance, because it just occurred to me. Irene has Mold Breaker. She should be able to deal with everything these guys throw at me. Although, if they're going to use Bulldoze at me, that's gonna be annoying. Right. That shouldn't be super terrifying. A bit terrifying, but not super terrifying. I'm going to heal up again, and then I'm going to start my offense! Unless it... I mean... Even if it uses Bulldoze again, my speed will still be neutral, so... Yeah. Dragon Claw! Man, that life bar is draining slowly! Okay, seriously! How did that not kill? That should have killed! And that actually brings me down to a slightly worrying level of HP, so healing up again. But then he is also going to use a full restore now, and then I could Dragon Dance again to once again get my speed up above neutral. I'm just setting up here so that I can devastate this dude soon. Although he doesn't want to let me be faster, it seems. That's inconvenient. Not particularly worrying, but inconvenient. Seriously, let me have a speed boost! At the same time, yeah, some of his stuff might actually be faster than me, so... I actually haven't checked what Haxorus's base speed is, but... Seriously, let me have my speed boost already! Okay, you know what? I'm tired of you. Get out of here. Nothing else on his team has Bulldoze. So, now I can get my speed boosts. Though first I should get my healing again. You know, Sock here was one of those encounters I could have gotten on the outskirts of the Pinwheel Forest, which I was thinking if I got it, it would be a perfect counter for Clay's Excadrill. Yes, I'm still talking about Clay's Excadrill. I mean, what can I say? It's just, to me, as far as I'm concerned, hands down the scariest thing prior to the final boss. Though that Stone Edge was a critical hit, but even then it hit really freaky hard, my god! Right. But my attack is maxed out, so even though you have a sturdy, that's not gonna help you, because I have a Mold Breaker, and now everything is going to die. That thing is slow as shit, that much I know. And I don't know if this thing is slow as shit, but at this point I'm going to assume that I can still deal with it. Well, it's at least slower than Irene is right now, so... Goodbye, Elite Four! You were not particularly challenging at all, were you? There's no single strongest combination or sole best Pokemon. That's why it's difficult to keep winning. However, I think a heart that desires strength and strives to grow stronger is a good ideal. That's why I respect you. You possess all those things. What's with my PC just sometimes randomly losing contact with the emulator? You may have heard the error sound just now. That was why. Now you have become the strongest trainer in this Pokemon League. The statue in the central chamber will take you to the Champions Room. We, the Elite Four of Unova, are sworn to follow the Champion's order to be neutral. So the rest is up to you. Right. And I'm not even going to bother healing up, because I know exactly what's ahead, and know that I don't need to go and heal up. For you see, once I climb these massive stairs, I am going to find ... Plot twist, N has already beaten the champion, aren't you shocked? It's over. Never again will Pokemon be made to suffer or be held captive by humans. It's all thanks to my friend Zekrom. You may have the title of champion, but you can't stop me with just a title. Your soft heart has led you weak. Years ago you lost your Pokemon, your partner, to sickness. In order to forget the pain of your heart, you wandered Unova. Who knows how long it's been since you had to fight to your full strength. I actually kind of like that about you though. As a trainer who far outmatches the champion, I shall issue an order across the Unova. Trainers of the world, free your Pokémon! I beg you, separating people from Pokémon, do anything but that! You and I both put our beliefs on the line and fought with all our strengths, and I won. Do not say another word. I've been waiting. In the future I envisioned you obtain the stone, and indeed you have. That light stone, Zekrom is responding to it. Stop. This is not a suitable place for the legendary dragons. From the ground, rise up the castle of Team Plasma! Surround the Pokémon League! Okay, with all due respect, what the fuck? How is this a thing? Just, how did you hide a freaking castle underneath the Pokémon League? And how did you make it just rise up from the ground at your command? For some reason, that doesn't seem terribly plausible. What has just appeared is Team Plasma's castle. The king's words will resound from the heights all below. You must come to the castle as well. Everything will be decided there. Whether Pokemon will be liberated from people, or whether Pokemon and people will live together. We shall see whose belief is stronger, and our result will change the world. Alright then. That's... Alright, the cutscene continues. Mr. Alder, you're a wreck. It's not fitting for the champion. You did well to get this far. Somehow I beat the Pokémon League, but it wasn't easy. I have to congratulate you. I became stronger because I understand what I want to do. Vega, tell N this. Some people grow stronger by being with Pokémon. My Pokémon and I are proof. Together we learned and became stronger. I lost. I should have been able to demonstrate the bond between me and my Pokémon. That would have shown that brat the worthlessness of his outrageous dreams. So, his convictions were the real thing. Be careful. The ones who changed the world are always the ones who pursued their dreams. Vega, I ask this of you. Even if Pokemon and people are separated, nothing good will come of it. Please let him know that. Very well then. It's time to enter N's castle. But what awaits me within? Find out next time.